never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they affect me, I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He finds Humphries. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action now. Taylor, they'll roll him out right. Drops it off to Ajayi. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Taylor. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On play action, now Garoppolo on the move to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? That out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Watch
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Forward to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Redskins on 3rd. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action, it's Taylor. And this will complete to Will Fuller. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll toss it to Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Brian Kerrigan in on the tackle. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Geis with the carry on second down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Slow. Ready. 319. Z.
From the gun, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ready. 319.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Slow.
On 3rd down, that's Grant. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Slow. Check 52.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Slow. Z.
On second down, here's Taylor. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got this one down to the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Taylor, and Jeffrey's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Hey. Slow. Z.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. Oh, no, lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They start on the ground with Geis. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up! 11. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
By 20.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Let's keep going.
So for the Redskins, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener.